Saravanan, Assistant Professor of English, VHNSN College. So, in this session, we are just going to discuss something about how to respond oneself professionally, how to respond others professionally. So, we all know that communication is much more needed to develop a relation between each other, or to develop the nation, or to build a good relationship in the workplace, or any other thing. Communication is much more needed. That is the way how we respond that denotes our personality. So in this particular part of the session, I'm just going to deal with you. That is, I'm just going to teach you, that is how to respond professionally in English. So let's check out one by one. So I divided the session into 5 situations. So how we should communicate in different situations. This particular session is about how to communicate in different situations. So situation number 1. So if someone asks you a question, but you don't know the answer for that particular question, then how it should be responded. I'm just going to tell you how it should be responded. So if you just look at this conversation between Pragadish and someone else. So Pragadish is asking a question to other person, that is, excuse me, when does the bus leave? So Pragadish don't know the timing of that bus. When does the bus leave? He don't know. And Pragadish wants the answer from other person in the bus stop. So he's asking the question, and the other person is responding to him that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know seems little unprofessional in English. So it is not a better way to communicate in a very kind manner. So instead of saying I don't know, you can just say I'm not sure about it. That is little polite. So I don't know means it is little rude. I'm not ready to answer you. Don't disturb me. Please leave me. It is like that. So instead of saying I don't know, you can just respond as I'm not sure about it. So but I can find out for you. If you are just giving me any time, if you are just giving me some time, I'm ready to find out for you. And also you can just say I will find out for you. Or else you can just say let me come back to you on that. Let me come back to you on that. What does it mean? Let me come back to you on that. It means that you give me some more time. I'll just find out the answer and I'll just tell you. So you can answer instead of saying I don't know. You can say I'm not sure about it, but I can find it for you, or I will find it for you, or let me come back to you on that. And now if you just check out with the second situation, if someone asks you if you can do something else within a specific time, then how it should be responded. So this could happen in workplace. So they'll be just giving you some deadlines. So if you are able to finish that particular work in a within a specific time only, you'll be able to catch more number of clients. So at this situation, how it should be responded. So look at this conversation. So Prabhakar is asking a question towards Lokesh. So both of them are working over there in a company. They are just Prabhakar is asking a question towards Lokesh. So Lokesh, our clients need this done by 2 o'clock tomorrow. Do you think you can manage that? So Lokesh is responding towards Prabhakar. I will try to finish it. So Prabhakar is not able to get some clear-cut answer with Lokesh. So once again Prabhakar is raising question. So yes, sir. So you are just trying to say yes. Can I tell them that we will have it done by 2? So once again Lokesh is responding, I will try my best. So Prabhakar is not able to get some clear-cut answer with the Lokesh. So that only once again he just raised the question. But still Lokesh is saying that I will try my best. So I will try my best. Try, it is not really committing to anything else. It is like I don't know in the previous situation. So it is like you are not clear cut with your answer. You are just saying, you should say that I can do that particular task, or I couldn't do, or I will do, or I will not do. So Prabhakar is expecting that particular answer only from Lokesh. So that only he just raised the question. So yes, so he is not able to get the perfect answer from Lokesh. So that only he just raised it. Can I tell them that we will have it done by 2? So but once again Lokesh is responding, I will try my best. But this is not the professional way of responding. And instead, how it should be responded is, so just look into this particular part. So can you get it done by this time? It should be responded in a more professional way. How it should be responded? I can get it done by 2 p.m. So I can get it but done by 2 p.m. or I cannot get it done by 2 p.m. The answer should be like that only. Suppose if you are not able to get it done by 2 p.m. or by the end of the day, then how it should be responded? Actually, I don't think I can manage it by 2, but I can have done it by 4. So this is a little bit honest to that question that was asked by someone else. So actually, I don't think I can manage it by 2, but I can have it done by 4. So this sounds professional. So in this manner only, you have to respond to others' question if they are just asking you any question that is in workplace particularly. Now if you just look into this particular situation, that is your boss or a customer is angry with you, and they are just disappointed about something else, and how you will be able to respond in this particular part of the situation. So there is a conversation between the customer and the salesman. So customer is saying that this is ridiculous. I drove the whole way down here to pick up the thing, and I even rang you this morning, and now you are telling me it's not ready. So customer, he already made a phone call towards the salesman, and he just informed to the salesman that he'll be just coming at this particular time, and the salesman should have get ready with the material that was asked by the customer. So he just informed already to the salesman, but now the material is not ready with the salesman. So the salesman is responding to the customer is like this. Okay, so what to do? Okay, so what to do is not a professional way of responding the customer. So that too, particularly in the business part, you should be more polite or you should be more kind towards the customer. Then means only you will be able to develop your business, isn't it? So instead of saying, okay, so what to do, you can just say it like this. I understand. Let's see what we can do. I'm sorry. I understand your situation. Let's see what we can do about this. I understand you have come all this way and now it's not ready, but let's see what we can do still. So like this only you have to respond to your customer. So that means only you'll be able to develop your business. Now if you just look into this situation, there is if you are keeping somebody waiting over there in your place, how it should be responded. So you may be dealing with the customer over there in your workplace, and at that time another customer may arrive at that particular place and he is just waiting for you. At that time, how you should respond to the one who waits over there, I'll just tell you. So it should be responded in a manner like this. I'll be with you in a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, I'll be right there. It is a little more polite, little more kind to the customer who waits over there. Sorry to keep you waiting, I'll be right there with you in just a minute. So what does it mean? So it is like I'm just paying attention to you also, sir. So please wait over there. I'll just come and attend you also. It is like that only. So in the business part, you should respond to your customer only like this. That means only you'll be able to develop your business like I just said in the previous situation. So now if you just look into this particular situation, that is when somebody asks you a question, but you didn't hear them properly, how it should be responded. So look at the conversation between Prasanna and Sonu. Hey Sonu, do you reckon you can let the guys go early this afternoon? I'm going on nick off too. Sonu was not able to understand what Prasanna said. So she is just saying, what? But this is not professional. This doesn't sound professional. Instead of saying what, the Sonu could say like this. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. This is little more polite. I didn't understand. What does it mean? It might be Sonu is not able to understand that particular word, reckon, nick off. Because reckon, it is used in Old English, British Old English. And so that Sonu might not be able to understand that particular word. Or nick off, it is an Australian slang of saying, I'm just going to depart from that place. I am just going to move away from that place. So Sonu might not be able to understand those words, and he might have said like this. She might have said like this. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Could you say it again, please? Sorry, would you mind just repeating that? Sorry, would you mind just repeating that for me? I missed it. So Sonu should have responded only like this. But she just asked what? What doesn't sound professional over here? So with this, I'll just conclude the session. I hope so I made you a little bit clear about how to communicate with others in a professional manner with the different situations. You keep on practicing with all these situations to get little bit more kind communication with yourself. So with this, I'll just conclude the session, and we'll just meet in another session with another new chapter. Thank you.